So it's about 30 minutes later. Let's take these clamps off here. See how it turned out this time. Okay. Let's rub out the clamp marks. Well, I am happier with this edge right here, but I've still got this edge sticking up just a little bit. So I either sand that down with a piece of sandpaper, which that takes quite a while. And this is a pretty soft leather, so it doesn't necessarily sand easy. It would be better if it was a harder veg tan type leather, but it's an oil tanned leather, and counterintuitively, it doesn't sand that easy. So I am going to see if I can just trim this a tiny bit. Once again, this is where Disaster Man, or the picture. Now I'm going to use an X-Acto knife this time rather than the big box cutter. Quit standing on the mic cord. That'll make things easier. Okay, so X-Acto knife instead of a box cutter, and let's just go along this edge and see if I can trim this straight. Boy, that is not easy. Okay, it was not a great trimming job. I'm going to have to trim again. And I think the X-Acto knife is getting dull. Let's see if I have another X-Acto blade here somewhere. Oh, X-Acto blades, sewing needles. I have cutter blades, but I seem to be out of X-Acto blades. So let's keep at it here. Okay, so I trimmed off these little pieces that were hanging over the edge. Now is when you take the sandpaper and you start sanding. Now I've tried doing this a bunch of different ways. I've actually tried doing it on a grinder, a big rotary wheel grinder, but that takes too much of a bite out. See, it's getting there. It's getting there. But this is going to take a little while to sand this down and get it right. So I'm not going to make you endure the entire sanding process because it's not that interesting for you or me. But this is going to take, I mean, I may have to sand this thing for an hour or so to get to get both sides of the leather lined up. And the problem with not lining it up is this. This tool here is what I use to drag along the edge of the leather like this to make a straight line for punching. Okay, now you can certainly drag this along the inside of the leather easy enough, but if both sides are not the same and then you go to punch with the punch, the holes will be in different places on this side and on this side. The holes will not be even from the edges on both sides, the inside and the outside. And that turns into a problem. The punching really is the most critical part here. One false move on the punching, that's it, it's gone. And so I tend to have a little drop of sweat with each time that I take the plastic mallet here and take the punch board that I use, and every time I swing this down onto the leather and punch a hole, I give up a little bit of my soul, something like that. But it's really, that is the hard part of the deal, is the punches, and getting them straight and getting them lined up both on the same distance from the edge on the inside and the outside is the hard part of the deal. So I'm going to go sand for a while, and it's getting really hot out here today. I'm out in a patio here in the Gnome Garden, and but it's getting really hot out. It's hot in Southern California. It must be 95 out today. I don't know what the deal is, but really, it feels like the Philippines without the humidity. Really hot. Anyway, I'll be sanding, and see you later.